Fun fact, I am actually blind, but I just never wear my glasses. Hey everyone, it's Jaclyn. So today I want to sit down and walk you guys through a bunch of makeup products that I love, but I feel like I never talk about. These things are either staples in my collection or things that I'm doing with my makeup every single day, but I get so used to it that I just never feel the need to talk about it. But these are my ride or dies, and I don't think I've talked about pretty much any of these items before on camera. So yeah, I thought we would just hop on into it. Also, a little update, I have moved. I don't know if you can tell, the background changed. We're sitting in my kitchen right now. Everything's kind of a work in progress. I will be doing an updated home tour once everything's settled in, but I'm not settled in yet, so we're filming in my kitchen for now. The first items that I want to talk about are these Fenty Beauty liners. Now I am wearing this white one today. You guys have known that I've had an obsession with very, I guess you could say, graphic, more modern, bold color, editorial-esque makeups. And I've been doing neon liner for quite some time, but I really think that these products have changed the game. Now Fenty has a huge collection. I think I have like all of the neon liners. They come in like little packs and you can get them with like little sets. I don't think these three colors come together though, which is annoying, so you have to buy like all the packs. But yeah, these two are my favorites. It is the white the white color, which is called Wet T-shirt, this yellow one, which is called Banana Blaze, and this cool blue tone pink called Haughty Alert. These are just the three that I reach for the most frequently, but in general, I think these neon liners are so, so good. They are so pigmented. You really only need one coat. Sometimes I will go over and do 2 coats. Now the applicator of these are really nice. It's basically like a little tiny paintbrush. So if you ever use liquid liner that is not a felt tip, it's most likely something like this. It is really precise though, so you can get a really tiny wispy little tail on your wing liner. And you can use these as liner. You can just put them all over the lid. They don't budge or move once they set, which is really great. And yeah, they're just ridiculously pigmented and have come out with very awesome, very modern colors. So yeah, I've been getting a ton of wear out of these, and I just think they're amazing, and it's like the easiest way to kind of amplify your makeup look. You can do everything the same and just change out the neon liner, and you just look so hip and so cool. And I just think it's very 2019. Next up, I have a few products from the same brand, and I feel like this brand in general, I just don't talk about enough on my channel for how much I actually use it, and this is Nudestix. Beyond me just loving to support some fellow Torontonians, I think these products are absolutely incredible. These 3 are my favorite products from the range, from the entire range, but I've used so many other products, whether it be their magnetic eyeshadows, other lip products, their multi-use products. They're just so incredible, and I think the whole philosophy of Nudestix is really aligned with my own personal beliefs when it comes to makeup, and that's really about kind of less is more, multi-use products, very like effortless, easy, throw in your bag, you don't try too hard kind of makeup. That's kind of like my personal motto when it comes to makeup, so I just like very much so appreciate that. But I also think the products are so high quality and just really everything I'm looking for. First off, the product that I love here is the Nudestix Nudies Bloom All Over Dewy color. This was in the shade Poppy Girl, and this was actually made in collaboration with Mary Phillips, who's one of my favorite makeup artists, so I kind of knew I was gonna love this product already. It is just the most incredible, really rich, kind of pinky red, amazing, balmy, multi-use kind of product. Now, it looks amazing. If you have a little bit of a tan going on and you just kind of pop this on your cheeks, blend it in with your fingers, a little bit on the nose, maybe a bit on the forehead, it just looks like you have like the best, most sun-kissed like vacation. It's like you've been on the beach in Turks and Caicos. You might have got a little too much sun, but like you're looking good. You know, that kind of vibe? That's literally what this does for you, and I love it. Now you can layer it up and really build up the pigmentation of the product. It is quite bright on its own. Or you can really sheer it out and get like a really subtle dewy wash of color. And I like to use it mainly on my cheeks. I'm wearing it as a blush today, but I also use it on my eyes sometimes, on my lips. You really can pretty much use these cream colors anywhere on the skin, and they just look so beautiful. But they also feel really lightweight too, which is what I like about it, because sometimes cream products can be a bit heavy, and it's kind of like the last thing you'd want to put on your skin when you're sweating out in the sun. But these are amazing, and they wear really well too, so absolutely love that. This one is incredible. Now, sticking to the same idea of like a multi-stick product, this one here is the highlight that I've been obsessed with. This is the Nudestix Nudies All Over Face color in the shade Hey Honey. Now, this is the most stunning golden goddess kind of bronzy glow, dewy, natural, amazing highlight color that I've ever seen. There's no glitter in this. It is just like an amazing sparkle and the most ridiculous kind of like wet looking finish. It looks like, you know, like Krispy Kreme donuts when they come fresh out of the machine and they're like freshly glazed and looking so plump and delicious. That's what this does, but to your cheekbone. So it looks like amazing. I'm just obsessed with it. Now, I find that this color, it is a bit of like a deeper goldeny bronze color. So if I am a little paler and I don't have a tan on, it can be a little too dark for me. So I'll just use it on my eyes. But if I do have a bit of a tan going on, I will put it on my cheeks, and it is like the best highlighter ever. And again, it's just the most amazing balmy texture. It's almost like if a cream product and like a jelly product had a baby, it'd be these products. So it's absolutely incredible. Hey Honey is great. They do have some other colors in there, so if this isn't the perfect shade for you, the formulation is so amazing on its own. It's definitely worth checking out. Then the final product that I have here from Nudestix is literally something I don't think I've ever talked about on my channel before, but in real life, I have been spreading the word. This here is the Nudestix Lip Glacé in the shade Nude 04. But this lip gloss, dare I say it, may just be the best lip gloss that I've ever tried before. And I know that's a bold statement, but I think you can quote me on that one. It is just so incredible. There's like a peppermint oil inside or something that kind of makes your lips feel a little tingly and like plump, but not in an intense way, just in kind of like a cooling, refreshing way. And it doesn't like, I don't know, sometimes I have a problem with lipsticks or lip glosses where they kind of like bunch up like on the perimeter of my lips and they collect and like get all weird. And this is the one lip gloss that doesn't do that. And beyond, again, the formulation being so, so lovely, the actual color is like my dream lip color. It goes so nicely, actually, with the lip liner that I'm gonna talk about really soon. It looks amazing on its own or layered on products, and it is just so, so good. So here's the story that really, you know, sealed the deal with this lip gloss. I already had decided I love this product. I was wearing it a ton, and I was in New York a few weeks ago, and I'm not kidding you when I say, I think there was 7 people that had stopped me throughout the day, like on the streets, to ask me what I was wearing on my lips. And that never happens. Like one person, maybe. 6 random people, never in my life. And it was all because of this lip product. I was like ordering a salad and the cashier was like, ma'am, I just have to ask you, like, what are you wearing on your lips? And I was like, it's this Nudestix product. And then when I was like shopping somewhere else, someone was like, what are you wearing? And it was just, it was a day full of me promoting this Nudestix lip gloss. So it's incredible, it wears really well, feels good, looks good, checks all the boxes. Nudestix, I love you. Now I feel like this kind of goes along with the lip gloss nicely, so I'm gonna segue into my favorite lip liner. Now I talk about Pillow Talk lip liner all the time, so I'm not gonna include that in this video because you guys know that I love that lip liner. This lip liner, I rarely talk about this on my YouTube channel, but I wear this maybe even more than Pillow Talk. Again, if I have a bit of a tan, this is like my darker go-to lip color. This is the Makeup Forever Aqua Lip Liner in 2C. Now I hear that this is extremely hard to get your hands on. I don't know why, but it's never in stock. It's never in stock online or like when you go into the store. It's just really like a mythical being of a lip liner. So I have my stockpile really, you know, piled high. I've got like, I think 6 or 7 lip liners. That's how obsessed I am with it. It is just a really great formula. I love the Makeup Forever lip liners. They wear so well. And they feel very comfortable on the lips. They're not like a greasy feeling lip liner. Again, more of that like jelly kind of texture. Very lightweight though. And yeah, so I basically just kind of line the perimeter of my lips and then I kind of blend it in and like feather it in with my finger. And I normally wear that on its own, like with just like a lip balm on top, or I will layer it with the lip gloss. And together, these are like the perfect shade match. And yeah, it just looks amazing. So again, obsessed with the shade, obsessed with the formula. This is just a fantastic product and I don't talk about it enough, considering that I wear it pretty much every single time I do my makeup. Okay, next up, I have my favorite mascara of all time, Glossier Lash Slick. Now I remember when this first came out, I was like, guys, so excited to try it out, I hope I like it. And then I just never did a follow-up on it. And I think it's just because I was, you know, so in love with it, I was having a moment. It just like was between me and the mascara. I didn't really want to share it with the world. It just was like a little love affair that I was having. Anyways, I'm here to tell the world Glossier Lash Slick is the best mascara of all time. Yep, that's right, of all time. Now, I just am obsessed with this. I have repurchased this 4 or 5 times. It is incredible. It's a really great lightweight formula that is not waterproof, but it's water resistant. And if you would have told me that I would ever be wearing a non-waterproof mascara, I would have never believed you because that is my thing. I always wear waterproof mascara. But this one, I don't know how it's not considered waterproof because I have cried through this. I have worn it through rainstorms. I have sweat through this, and this does not budge. So I would almost say that this is waterproof. It's not just water resistant, but it also comes off very easily with makeup remover, so it's not like one of those mascaras that you're really rubbing at your eyes. It has an amazing plastic brush that really just kind of separates and combs through your lashes. It doesn't make you have like overly thick or clumpy lashes. It just makes them look nice and long and lengthened. And I have very short, flat lashes, so this just kind of separates and curls them up. And just is really, really everything I'm looking for in a mascara. If you have not tried Glossier Lash Slick, you gotta do it. I'm telling you, you won't regret it. Okay, next up, I have the Anastasia Medium Brown Brow Powder Duo here. Now this I feel like used to, get talked about a ton on YouTube back in like 2014, 2015, and I used to use it originally as a powder to fill in my eyebrows. Now, I use it for a very different reason, but love it way more than I ever have. I actually use this product to fill in my hairline whenever I'm doing a hairstyle. Now this was a tip that I got from Jen Atkin, who is like, one of the biggest celebrity hairstylists. Jen says that she uses this product almost on every single client, but she has like the pro palette where there's like a million different shades. But especially if you're doing like a half up ponytail or like your hair is in a pony or a bun or something and your hairline is really showing, it's really great to kind of fill in your hairline, make it appear a lot more symmetrical and clean, because let's be real, no one has like a perfectly strong and like filled in hairline naturally. I mean, if you do, you're really winning at life, but I definitely don't, especially with my little bald spot at the back. Only the true viewers will know the bald spot incident. That's a whole other story. It's also really good if you do any braided hairstyles, like if you're doing like a French braid pigtails and you have like a weird little like gap or a moment, it really does just make everything look so clean. And I'm surprised at how often I find myself reaching for this. And when I don't have this product near me and I go without it, it makes such a noticeable difference. And I'm always like, need this brow powder. It truly changes the game. And I would really argue that you can't just use any old eyeshadow laying around. Something about the Anastasia color range is so good because they have a lot of ashy hair colors, and it's really those ashier tones that is more believable as hair, so it almost makes like a bit of a shadow. Definitely worth getting. I mean, this is actually the original brow powder that I got years ago, and it's lasted so well. So yeah, would highly recommend. I think these are absolutely incredible. Okay, one little final makeup product here, and then I'm gonna move on. I feel like I'm talking so long about these products. I feel like I could ramble on forever. You guys know that about me. I'm gonna try to get through this. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. This is my holy grail makeup setting spray. You guys know I'm the type of girl, like I leave the house with my makeup done and I don't bring any products to touch it up throughout the day. And I'm normally out of the house from like 9 a.m. and I don't get back until 9 p.m. So we're talking like a full day of makeup wearing. I just don't want my makeup to move, to budge. I want it to last throughout when I'm sweating and just like being gross and really any weather condition. And this is a setting spray that does that. It instantly locks in your makeup and makes it like basically waterproof and creates like a barrier to the world. And I never have to touch up my makeup. And I pretty much swear by this and owe it all to this product. So definitely worth checking out if you're looking for a nice long-lasting setting spray. It doesn't really give a particularly like dewy finish or matte finish. It's almost like a top coat of nail polish, but for your makeup. It just like seals it all in. And it's incredible. I've gone through probably like 10 bottles of this throughout my life. It is really that good. Okay, moving on to some more hair care, body care, things like that. I actually have a body lotion here that I don't think I've ever talked about it. Someone might find a spot where I've talked about it maybe once on my YouTube channel before, but this is the Lush Sympathy for the Skin body lotion. And this is like my everyday body moisturizer. I just am obsessed with the fragrance of it. To me, I mean, I think it's supposed to smell like banana pudding or something like that because there's a ton of fresh bananas inside. But when I smell it, all I can smell is like vanilla soft serve ice cream. And not even like a fresh thing of vanilla soft serve ice cream, but like almost soft serve ice cream when it's like melted and like sat in the cone for a little bit and it's just like living there. That's what this smells like, and I think it's so delicious. So there you go. I feel like you guys always know my most talked about Lush products. I mean, comment down below if you know, but this is by far my least talked about Lush product that I use the most. It's so good. Now moving on, I have some fragrance here. Now this is a perfume that I use all the time. I really do. And I feel like everyone in my life, when they smell this, they're like, oh yeah, that smells like you. And I just think scent memory is such a powerful thing, and I love when people can recognize me by this. This is the YSL Black Opium perfume. Now, I feel like I don't know exactly the name of this because it says Black Opium, but then I also have this bottle that says YSL Black Opium, and it's a different color, but it also smells different. And I prefer this one, the lighter pink one. And everything on this looks exactly the same. It's both called the same name. Oh, this one actually says intense on the bottom and this one just says nothing. Is that the only difference? Now these definitely are from the same scent family, like there's no arguing that. They smell very similar, but this one's a bit lighter. This one's a bit like heavier. I would wear this one at night, but this one in particular is so good. I wear it in the daytime and for night, and I'm running low, but I just don't know. I'm gonna have to do a deep dive on Google. I don't know why these are named the exact same thing. They definitely smell different. I like this one. It's so, so good. I'll put it in the description box below so you can check it out. It's also so funny. I used to never be a perfume wearer. Like I would wear body sprays and like lighter fragrances, but I always used to say that perfumes gave me such a big headache and I didn't think that they smelled good. And this perfume really changed the game. Like it made me start to appreciate fragrance. And it's just so lovely. It's not too opposing either. I feel like a lot of people would like this fragrance. It's definitely more on the sweet smelling side, but fragrance is always so interesting because I feel like it wears and smells differently on different people. But I just really like the way that this smells on me. Okay, quickly, I have a little hair care product here. This is the Wave Spray. Now, again, I've gone through like 3 bottles of this. And I have very flat, non-voluminous hair. It's very silky, very straight. That can for sure sometimes be a blessing if I'm going for a sleek, pin straight kind of hairstyle. But for the most part, I like to have a bit of wave in my hair. And this Wave Spray definitely gives me a bit of texture and just like a bit of grip when styling my hair. Now, I always like to spray this through my hair when it is like a little damp, like on freshly washed hair. And it also just smells so good. It like lightly fragrances your hair as well as giving it like a little body and a little grip. So this is definitely an essential for me when I'm styling my hair, and I just think it's really fantastic. Definitely worth checking out. I've been using this, I think I've used this ever since it came out. I have been an OG fan of this. It's so, so good. Moving on to a little skincare. Now, I don't think I've ever talked about Ole Henriksen on my channel before. Is that how you say that? Ole Henriksen? Yeah, Ole Henriksen? Someone's gonna comment that I'm saying this wrong. Anyways, it is the Banana Bright Eye Cream. Now this is just a little mini travel guide here, but I'm a huge fan of eye cream. I will try out every single eye cream from every single brand. This one in particular is really lovely. I don't even know how to explain why it is so incredible, other than the fact that I feel like it truly erases any discoloration I have under my eyes. Like I'll go to bed, it must be the vitamin C inside, like I'm sure that's the science, but it really does even out the skin tone under my eye, and I feel like it does really brighten up the appearance of my eye. It's a really nice texture too. It's not too rich. It definitely feels like, I don't know, I guess I'm used to more of like a dewy and sticky finish kind of eye cream, whereas this almost dries down and gets kind of matte, which is nice because it does absorb pretty quickly. But yeah, it's a really interesting texture, but it's really the effect the next morning that I always wake up and I'm like, oh, I look like extra well rested. And it's always the days that I use this eye cream. So I've been using it on and off for, I'd say the last like 4-ish months. And I just have been so impressed with it. And I've never talked about it, but guess what? I need to let you guys know, because if you guys struggle with not getting enough sleep or just dealing with some discoloration under the eyes, it's definitely worth checking out. I think it's so incredible. And you know, I've never smelled it before. I was curious if it had a scent. It really doesn't have a scent. You know what's actually so funny? I actually think I have a very awful nose, in the sense that I don't think I'm very good at smelling things, and that's hilarious because I know I do a lot of like Lush hauls and like fragrance-based videos in that sense, but I think I'm just like chronically congested, so smelling is like a difficult thing for me. Okay, I also wanted to talk about this lip product. This is the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. This is my holy grail lip product right now. It is so, so incredible. First of all, I love that it comes in like a giant tub of like lip product, because I use lip balm so excessively. I've always said, if I was like, people have to like ask me this often just because I'm like in the beauty space, and as a makeup artist, they'll be like, Jaclyn, like if you were on a deserted island, what's the one beauty product you would take with you? And I feel like I say the same thing every single time. I always say a really good lip balm. There's just nothing in life that brings me more joy than lip balms. I don't know, maybe it's just because I think I suppressed my love for makeup growing up because I was like such a tomboy, and I was like, I don't want to be into makeup, but I was like super into like lip balm and chapstick, just because it wasn't makeup, it was almost like skincare, you know? So I think I've been obsessed with chapstick as a young child for forever. So this Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask is really like, it's like a very luxurious lip product. It feels so buttery and hydrating on the lips, and I swear has transformed them like none other lip product. So definitely worth checking out if you are a lip balm connoisseur like I consider myself. I think it's incredible. They actually do a bunch of different flavors as well. I'm surprised I don't have them yet, actually. Okay, now this is the final kind of beauty product that I have to talk about. I have 2 other lifestyle-y items after this, but we're approaching the end here. This is a Saint Tropez Self Tan in Dark. Now, I don't feel like I really talk about my self-tan routine often enough, but it's definitely something that I do fairly frequently. I try my best not to get too much sun exposure. I mean, I do love like a bit of a natural, healthy tan. But for the most part, I like to self-tan, especially if I have an event or if I'm being photographed or like doing an interview or I don't know. If I just want to look a little more evened out, I love some Saint Tropez. I've tried so many self-tanners throughout the years and Saint Tropez is always my favorite. There's something about the color of the formula. It's a really green-based olive color, and when I tan naturally, I get a bit more like olive. So I just think it works perfectly with my natural skin tone. It doesn't pull too orange at all. And I just find not only the application process is really easy, but it wears off in a really natural way. I've tried other self-tans where they like almost get really patchy as they're kind of like fading away, whereas this just like naturally gets lighter each time I take a shower. It doesn't ever patch off or like noticeably kind of like flake off. Does that make sense? So for me, there's really nothing that compares to my good old Saint Tropez. I've been using this for years. I remember the first time I ever self-tanned. I used to do like cheerleading, like power cheerleading when I was in high school, and everyone was obsessed with tanning and belly button rings. That was the two things in cheerleading. I remember trying Saint Tropez for the first time though, and I was like, oh my gosh, this just makes such a difference. I really feel like if you're a beginner when it comes to at-home self-tan, Saint Tropez is a super foolproof one to use. You really cannot mess it up. I've never had a bad tanning experience with this. I just think it's so incredible. And yeah, I don't think I give enough credit to what my tan normally is. It's normally a fake tan. And Saint Tropez is always the one. Okay, the next thing that I want to talk about is my good old Matt and Nat backpack. Now, I think I got this backpack, it was when I was just starting makeup school, I remember, because I had a really weird, questionable backpack from high school that like looked very immature. And I was like, I need like a very professional, like more sophisticated backpack, but still a backpack because backpacks are the best. And I remember stumbling upon this Matt and Nat backpack and I was so obsessed with it. The shape of it looks a little warped right now because it's not stuffed with anything. But it's so sleek. I think the design is so modern and I cannot explain to you how often I use this backpack and how incredible it's worn over the past like 4 or 5 years. I'm actually so amazed that it's lasted so well because I treat this thing, I don't treat it the best anymore. Like I will shove things in it, things have spilt in this, and it looks, honestly, other than the fact that it's obviously a little saggy right now because there's nothing in it, it looks almost just as good as when I originally got it. Now there was one issue that I have with it in the sense that it was crammed full with like my laptop, my camera, all my gear, all my tech stuff, like makeup, like tons of heavy items and like a full water bottle. And then one day the actual like strap on the back here, or like the little, what would I call this? Like the little hook attaching to the straps, it actually ripped off and like pulled right out of the backpack. But then my dad somehow, in the most dad way, ended up like putting this metal bar in it and like did some construction on my backpack, and he ended up fixing it. And it still works just as good as new. I mean, I should definitely, I'm due for an upgrade. I should buy a new one. They have a bunch of new colors with the same style still out. Just as a company, Matt and Nat is so incredible. They make 100% vegan products. It's all vegan leather, and you would never know because it like is the most incredible vegan leather I've ever seen. But they really care about their environmental impact and ethically source everything and are just like a really feel-good kind of company that I'm so happy to always spend my money on. So Matt and Nat, this backpack is incredible. I never talk about it, but this is like my little baby. It is so good. I love it. Whenever I travel too, it comes with me. I swear this backpack has traveled the globe. It's really come with me on every single trip. It is so good. It's so good. Okay, the final thing that I want to talk about is really what I live in all the time, and that is workout clothes. Even if I'm not working out, like I live in the athleisure uniform, you know what I'm saying? Nike is normally my go-to brand for any workout clothes, and my favorite product, like this has changed the game for me. I love to run, and I got bigger boobs, and sometimes when you're running, you know, you just want to be really supported, and there's not a lot of sports bras that are comfortable and actually like hold me in the way that I need to be. And this Nike sports bra has changed the game for me. I actually have it in 2 different colors. That's how much I love it and wear it. I have it in like a darker gray and like black as well as this lighter gray one. And first of all, it just looks like the most iconic like Wonder Woman, Bionic, Terminator kind of sports bra. I feel so cool whenever I'm wearing it. And it's just like the craziest material. It's super thick and like very sturdy. There's actually no padding in it and like no wires. It's just like this really tight material. Now getting into it can be a little interesting because it's very like snug. So it's just like a little like awkward and weird getting into it. But once you're in, you are like locked in, secured. You're not going anywhere, I can tell you that. Honestly, it's almost ruined every other sports bra for me in the sense that I can't really wear anything else now when I work out because I feel like just too unsupported, this like just locks me in and I can just like be sprinting, I can be doing jumping jacks, I can be tumbling, and this is just like, I've never done a video grabbing my boobs more. It is just incredible. I actually don't know the style name of this sports bra off the top of my head. I will Google it, I'll put it down in the description box. But if you have been looking for a sports bra to really secure you in place and you can't find one, please check this one out because I swear it will change the game for you. I've never honestly been impacted by a piece of clothing more than this. It is so incredible. So Nike, thank you for making this. This is like the most high support sports bra I've ever tried that also doesn't look super crazy. Like I've tried some weird high supportive sports bras before and they just, beyond looking like ugly and hilarious, they just don't feel comfortable, and this feels insanely comfortable once you're in it. And like, I'm amazed actually. I don't even know how the science of this works. It just is like, it's so good. Okay, so there you go. Those are all the things and products and just items that I use pretty much on a daily basis and love so much, but I never talk about them. So you guys finally are in the know. These are my true ride or dies, and I would stand by any of these products to the grave, and they're just that good. Anyways, let me know down in the comments what your ride or die products are, like your favorites, the ones that you would repurchase forever. These ones are definitely all of mine. Anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know down below in the comments which videos you guys want to see next from me. Make sure you guys subscribe, turn on the notifications, follow, like, do all the things. Anyways, thanks guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys very soon. Bye.